Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is staying safe and sound in this pandemic, and I hope that everyone is ready to learn something new today. But first, if you like what you see, give me a big thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Hit that bell notification so you know my videos come out. And please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so I'm home from work early today, so I looked to see what I could do today, and today is actually Freedom of Information Day. Now, why is this important? Well, you will find out when I'm reading it. Okay. Freedom of Information Day is observed every year on March 16th on the birthday of former President James Madison. The day ensures the public is aware of all the government's information and provided with the necessary information. The information the government can hold on to may include the decisions it makes, the facts it discovers, and sometimes private information on people for surveillance purposes. Under the Freedom of Information Act, an individual can demand the information they want by requesting it, and this information is provided free of cost or with a minimum fee. Okay. The history of Freedom of Information Day. We don't really know when Freedom of Information Day was first celebrated. However, the day is observed on James Madison's birthday, the fourth president of the U.S., born on March 16, 1751. He is remembered as the father of the Constitution, who drafted and promoted the American Constitution and the Bill of Rights. The Freedom of Information Act was passed on July 4, 1966, and came into effect a year later. The date was chosen since Madison was an advocate for the freedom of data and individual rights to obtain the correct information. This day serves as a yearly reminder of the significance of transparency within the American government and the public's right to information. Okay. The right to information was the fruit of the labor of several people who dedicated their entire lives fighting for it. Freedom of Information Day celebrates the idea of free information, giving more power and transparency to people, and making democracies stronger. Every person has an equal role in the nation's governance, which means that everyone's vote is important. The same fact applies to freedom of information. Every citizen deserves to know the facts related to the government. This helps people make important decisions and ensure that their government and elected representatives serve them well. Okay. So here is the timeline. Freedom of Information Day timeline. First, Freedom of Information Act. Sweden passes the world's first Freedom of Information law, Freedom of the Press Act, 1766. 1789, France implements freedom of information. The French Declaration of Rights of Man allows citizens to review the government's expenditures. 1966, America implements freedom of information. The U.S. enacted its Freedom of Information Act. I don't know why they waited so long. Other countries were ahead of them. 1982, more countries adopt freedom of information. Canada, Australia, and New Zealand implement their Freedom of Information Acts. Notice there are many countries that don't have that. You know, they don't know what the government is doing, and the government doesn't tell them. So this is basically like a civics lesson, so to speak, because here, you know, there's a system of checks and balances. So we need to know what the government is doing, and the government, if we ask the government what they are doing, you know, they need to tell us what they're doing. They're not supposed to be keeping secrets from us. You know, that's the idea of a democracy, is that, you know, we don't work for them, they work for us. We elect them, therefore we hire them, we can fire them. That's the way you look at it. So, you know, we need to know what's going on. And for the most part, like I say, for the most part, we do know what's going on. There are times, because of national security, that we may not know what's going on. But if you don't know what's going on, then just ask. You know, you never know. They might give you the information that you need. Okay, so I just figured that was a good topic to focus on. You know, with everything that's going on in the world today and everything going on in other countries where people don't even know what's going on in their own country. You know, you need to know what's going on in this country if you live here. So, again, if you like what you see, give me a big thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Trust me, it does. Hit that bell notification so you know my videos come out. Generally between 3 and 4. This is a family channel after all. And please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. So I had gotten up to 1,000. Then YouTube did an audit and they took away all my inactive subscribers. So I had gone down. Now I went back up to 800. So if you already subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed, because if you're inactive, they have removed you. I spoke to a lot of my friends who told me they were subscribed and then they went to find out they weren't because they were not active. Okay. By being active, I means if you watch a video, click the like button, because that really shows YouTube that it's a real person and not a bot. So, you know, do that, please. And let's see if we can get it back up to 1,000 very soon. I thank you. Stay safe. Enjoy this nice weather, because with March Madness, who knows? This week it's like summer. Next week it could be winter again. So enjoy the weather while you can.